Yo, hopefully the phone ain't looking crazy and it ain't freezing up. Real quick, to me, but I know some of y'all gonna resonate with this. Listen, man, don't be scared to get on the phone with these females. I know for a fact, a lot of y'all probably feel this way because it's something that I be kind of feeling sometimes. Like, damn, I don't want to get on the phone and I don't know what to talk about, blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now, you can either have a script or not. You know what I'm saying? It's really about emotional mastery for real, for real. Because the way you feel is gonna impact how you think or basically the vibe. Cause you could say anything from the wrong vibe and then you're gonna be weird to a female. You could say anything from the right vibe and she's just gonna catch wind or basically latch on to that energy or latch on to what you're saying. Um, I feel like I'm kind of like when it comes to like getting on the phone. I feel like this topic is kind of like I don't want to say casting pearls to the swine because that shit sounds disrespectful, but like it's like it's an eerie topic. It's like I didn't even just feel like this 20 minutes ago before I like started feeling like this. But what I had to really like hone in on was this idea that I call reference bank. Everybody has one. I don't give a fuck who you are, like, and I'm gonna give you one of my references out of my reference bank. So if I feel fear to get on the phone with a female because whatever she's bad or I don't want to, I got cold feet or I don't know what to say next or some shit like that. Like, think about it. I've been on the phone with at least over 8 to 10 females within the last year or two or some shit. I don't get on the phone a lot. Obviously, that's why the fear or the whatever it is will reemerge. I don't call it fear. I think it's more just not knowing what to say. And that's a problem, right? Because I got many different things to say. Like, it ain't like I don't got nothing to say. It's just if you don't do something for a while, it will feel new again or it will feel afresh. And that is like a curse because, you know, I believe 90% of your relationships need to get on the phone, if not FaceTime, OTP. Like, you need to get on the phone, at least 30 minutes, 20 minute call with something in there. Maybe even not 30 minutes, but something. It could be in anywhere. That's another thing about it. Like getting on the phone is different than telling someone how to approach a female because you could give a person say this, say that, but on the phone you could tell somebody say this, say this, say this, but then it's going to get to a point where they really have to think on their own because the female is going to throw something at you that I'm saying, but you got to think about it like this. Like I said, reference points, reference bank. Everybody got references from their past. And I really was just in the hallway and I started to think to myself, I'm like, yo, you literally was on the phone down south in North Carolina with this chick named T. And yeah, the first time we got on the phone, like I led that interaction, right? A little bit. Like probably like even just 2 sentences, 3 sentences, just to start off the conversation, right? And what ended up happening was, yo, we got on the phone probably like 3, 4, 5 more times from that point, right? And what happened was T was a conversationalist, right? This was a girl that and this video was on my old YouTube channel, but she was a girl that I literally was in the mall one day on my day off from work. I ran into her in the mall. I was like, okay, I'm about to just go up to any random female. I sat down. We was at Chick-fil-A in the mall. I sat down across from her and I said, hey, I forgot. It was her birthday or something. I said something about a random date and she said, yeah. And then we just started talking for like an hour. It's on my other channel. But what I'm trying to say is like, she was quiet and preserved at first, but then like she was literally like really had all these she was very talkative. So I know y'all probably come across certain women like that, like they're like nerds or like introverted seemingly, but when you start talking to them, they got everything under the sun to say. So really it was a blessing because even though a lot of those times I would want to get off the phone because I'd be like, damn, she telling me all this other shit. Like, you feel me? What someone could argue is hinting at the fact that I wasn't doing something right, like making it more sexual or making it more this. But sometimes the conversation will go sexual. It will go more like that, right? And what I'm trying to say is like, stop putting so much importance on these women because like it could be fearful to get on the phone with them. But once you break that thought process, because that's what it is, it's a thought process. Once you break that, and then man, just last year, I'm forgetting, bro. I was on the phone with my um this woman that I met, like she worked with me and stuff like that. But like okay, this woman had helped me get a job basically, and like she like I basically got her first, and then after I got her, telling her I was about to get a job at Dunkin' Donuts, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to work here?" So that's kind of how that had kind of like wired like that. But what I'm trying to say is like she was doing the same shit. She kept talking. Like I'm on the phone with her. She kept talking, bro. Kept talking. Like okay, da da. But she was cool. Like she'll call me daddy and stuff like this, and tell me like. And I'm telling you, these women be wanting. They be feeling alone. So it's like you'll be surprised. Like females you think are bad are bored. So it's like they literally are like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Like, but they real people, so like yeah, they over talk. They talk a lot. So like you'll get on the phone and you'll be like, damn, like you'll feel drained after you get off the phone or some shit. And not to be real shit because this is real life and real shit happens in real life. So a lot of people they over examine because they're not in the game. So like you got analysis paralysis. So imagine having that and then imagine like you forget your reference bank when you're going through that too. Like all day today, I'm like, damn. Even like for probably like the last month or so or two, I'm like, I don't really want to get on the phone like da 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 da. It's like to me sometimes that shit feel a little fearful. But think about it, like uh, if I think about other references in the reference bank, like since I've been home from since I've been home from North Carolina, it's been so many different moments, like just getting on the phone, meeting some female. I met some female on Facebook. Got on the phone with her for 5 minutes. She heard my voice, like, and then we chopped it up. I could tell she was feeling, just the way I was talking to her and stuff like that. Like it's funny because you could literally go in and out of state, and I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. But the state of feeling like you're somebody, feeling like you do got Rizz and you know what to say, versus quickly going into another state where you're like, damn, like, cause some women are codependent on for you to carry the whole conversation. So they will literally, or they just don't like you like that, and they trying to act like they like you, but they just on the phone with you, but they really don't like you. It's like, yeah, but like the more practice you have in, the more it's gonna become easy, bro. That's just the bottom line with this OTP shit. Like the on the phone shit, yeah, it's a different feel, but it's the same shit. Like as far as like if you don't do it, it won't happen. And if you once you break that shit on that first day, you're gonna feel more connected to women in general because you're gonna be like, oh shit, like that shit wasn't like I didn't die from that shit. Like you feel me? Like the mind is really powerful. And if you don't break through certain things or try certain things, because like I said, even having 5 things, it's like take a napkin and a pen and write 5 bullet points. And be like, I'm gonna say what's up, then I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna say that, then I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna say that. You could tweak them if you want, but at least have 5 things on a napkin. And then when you call, if you hear dead space, fill in the dead space with the next checkpoint. Because a lot of the time, like I said, the women really are trying to really talk. But here's the crazy part. Let me add this last thing I forgot to say. When I was on the phone with the girl T, she was talking and telling me about her work day and all these people and just many different things in her life. And all I had to do was say, yeah, that's crazy. And oh, wow. And this, that, and the third. And then when I got the chance to talk, I'll make it a little bit more flirtatious, a little bit more like man to woman type shit. Like, yeah, you know, because you look good, da da da. That's why you got to do da 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 da. So play with those polarities. Like, be the guy that's the therapist or the father figure that's just listening to all her problems. And then every time you get the chance to shoot your shot or say some shit, you just make it more man to woman or flirtatious. But again, that shit, I don't want to sound like I'm saying this because a lot of people won't get it unless they start trying to try it. But do the napkin thing. Think about the references. If you ever been on the phone with a female, you may not be remembering it. And then also it gives you more confidence because like say a female do think you weird, you could always look at those references and be like, no, those other 5 females didn't think I was fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, they were busy talking. Some women are gonna be more codependent than others on for you to carry the whole conversation because it really boils down to their interest level. But like if they got low interest, then it's like they're probably gonna like really just sit there and wait for you to really carry that shit or spark attraction, which you could easily do with push pull, like these little banter or just teasing her. Like I ain't gonna say push pull because that shit it could work, but like just like teaser for real, like say some shit like um or flirt or just I don't know, like you gotta just kind of get a feel for this shit and just kind of like go with the flow, and you'll notice like you get a hang for it because the more reference points you have, the more you're like, okay, whenever shit get whack, I'm gonna say this shit because I know it worked before, and then you become the cool person dictating the terms and shit, and then she has to kind of like catch wind of it because you're the wave, right? She has to ride that wave instead of you trying to guess and play a guessing game. Uh, what's gonna make her like me or some shit like that? And it's like that's the that's the wrong approach. Opposed to saying I've been here before. I got a reference point or two or three or four, maybe 8 that you're not even thinking about. But all you need is one, and one that went smoothly. Because again, this girl T was kind of nerdy, but she was really like calling me every day, really trying to get on the phone, da 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 da. And that really is a testament. So it's a testament to say, like, bro, you are likable, you are lovable. It's just you don't know who that next opponent gonna be. She may not be nowhere near the same personality type, which goes into the point of every woman has a different personality type, which goes into the point that you can't hang your hat up or your coat up, you can't hang your jacket up or your jersey up just because a chick's is like, oh, I'm kind of bored, or oh, I'm gonna get off the phone now. Okay, that. And again, all that cringy, creepy shit is energetic based. So if you do journaling and shadow work, or even again, napkin on a napkin with a pen, just write your feelings. Like, why might I be nervous about getting on the phone? Why might I feel like this? Why might I feel like that? And like I said, I just kind of did that, and then I came down to my reference points were literally out of my mind, but now they're in my mind that you got a lot of success stories. So what the fuck is it to be scared of with the next female, right? So sometimes like your own history could be like dislocated from you. And then when you start jotting down shit, you're like, damn, I had Shorty laughing the whole night. Why would I be scared now? You know, the devil will put fear in a motherfucker out of nowhere. But, I don't see a lot of dating coaches talking about this point right here. You really got to understand it's energetic based. Fear is energy, and the lack of it and stuff like that. You got to let go of these weird, cryptic, like ideas that I'm not good enough, or that this girl like this freaking girl I approached in the mall, like she gave me the time of day. Why wouldn't she like bail out now. That kind of got to be your mindset. Like, why would she bail out now? If she does, then maybe that was just, maybe I moved too slow, didn't call her fast enough, or maybe I didn't make her feel like I really gave a fuck fast enough or some shit. Which is all, it's all good if you take on a optimistic, positive mindset, because I know I can speak for myself. I got other women who are nine times like when you. This is the beautiful thing about approaching multiple women. They're all different, meaning that even through the text message, you can already see that they're all different. And so if one acts bougie or acts, what do I call it? Because me as a P, I'm always looking at longevity. I'm always like, yo, which female got the most endurance? Which female got the most stamina? Which one is gonna last the longest? Because that's the one that you need to be putting your energy towards in the first place. So a chick that, you know, you can't make no mistakes around, and if you don't call her fast enough, she's gone and all that type of shit. Like, don't get it twisted. Every female got a boiling point where it's like, all right, nigga, you left me on red for years and shit. But if it's just a week or a couple days, and then you double text her, and then she finally texts back because she like, okay, shit, I thought he was playing games, but you double text her, letting her know, and then she start texting you back, and y'all pick up on that, y'all conversation pick up the speed, then she's showing interest, you're showing interest, and at that point, that shit should be like, um, at this point where you can lead it to another meta location, because obviously it's not like always going to be a date, or like maybe like I said, from Instagram Messenger. You met her in person, you got her Instagram, now y'all on Instagram DM, and then you take her from there. You maybe you get her number, and you take it towards the number. If you didn't get that in the first place, then you take it there. But it's from going from different locations to locations, but it's the persistence that on your side, and it's persistence, but it's direct. It's her endurance on her side. So it's the man's persistence, but it's the woman's endurance. Because you're gonna make mistakes, especially if you're not been in the game for 30 years, 25 years, even 15 years. You're gonna make many mistakes. So you gotta have women, or develop an eye for the woman or women that are more um, sturdy. I'm looking at a bunch of bricks right here in the wall, like they're not moving. You feel me? The ones who you realize you're like, damn, she she's dedicated to giving me that. You feel me? She's dedicated to she's sticking around. You feel me? She's sticking around, even though I might call late, or I might miss a day, or I might not text back all day. She still responds, and that will kind of let you gauge, like it will let you gauge, like what is a female that's a waste of time versus one that's just not. Now, when you really get good and you pick up speed and get better with game, you're just gonna just be you're gonna be able to get the faster females, because you're gonna be like, I'm not scared to get on the phone. I'm not scared. I know what to say through text. I know what to say through voicemail. You know what everything to do. The twists and turns. You know all the twists and turns. So it's like it ain't nothing that you have not never seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some of these females, they will fall out like bad teeth. They will fall out, man, because they need a guy that's moving quicker. You moving too slow. You got to really understand that these females are experienced, and it's okay that you're not. You just have to gain it and keep it going, keep the ball going. And like I said, women like persistent guys. I don't know nobody who don't like persistent people in general. Even God and other, the universe likes consistency, persistency. So, but don't trip if you're scared to get on the phone. Just take it easy, relax, stay subscribed to my channel, lock in, and understand, like, it is going to be about enhancing the mouthpiece as you chart that new territory. Because, of course, you're going to want to do that. But at first, it's just talking. Get on the phone. Yo, what's up? What you doing? You can even start with the classic, what you doing? Just as an opener. and just take it from there. Oh, I'm making noodles. Oh, noodles, you tripping. Why you making noodles? Noodles is not good for you. Like, da 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 da. I know, but da 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 da. What you mean? I love me some noodles. Oh, then that like okay, that's a little information she just gave you. Okay, shit. Well, I don't know. We gonna have to work on that. I'm different, bro, because I'm not gonna agree with certain shit. Because y'all probably would break right there, right? I'm like nah, because I'm a vegetarian, so literally we gonna have to work on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you eating apples and shit when you fuck with me. Da 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 da. So naturally, you can hear my confidence coming back because it's like I could reference. Literally remembering this chick that conversation went that way with. And honesty is the best policy when you're raising a female up because they can feel if you're solid or if you're saying some bullshit because you're just like trying to flirt with me. But I'm not saying you can't say some bullshit and be flirting, but it's best that you lead with integrity by saying things that actually pertain to real life. Be like, yeah, what you mean? Oh, I don't like apples. I like pineapples. I mean, listen, cool. We're gonna have to have a little pineapple date then. See, but you see how I said I'm gonna stand persistent, but then I'm gonna give in on that because she showed me that she's willing to adapt a little bit to my nature. She's willing to adapt a little bit to what I got to say. Even though the compromise was very small, it was still a compromise. So it's just about having finesse and knowing when to say yes and no. Like, oh yeah, pineapple straight, but like I gotta introduce you to some more. There's many different exotic fruits. You know what I'm saying blah 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 blah. And now the conversation is about fruit, but it's just like it's going in its own direction. Put it like that. I'm just guiding it. I'm the guardrails. I'm guiding it and I'm leading it subtly. And that's the key. You want to lead subtly, not just like lead, like but lead subtly. Because women will fight you if you just lead. But if you lead subtly, then it's like, oh well, he's attractive. He has this feminine and masculine balance, presence. They trust you. And then again, like I said, you may have to throw in some funny shit in there because the conversation may not just be funny. The conversation may not just be funny. It may be all these little like how we were just talking about fruit, right? So it may go into a space where it gets too serious because we're having a serious ass conversation about fruit. So now I'm gonna lighten that shit up a little bit because or change the topic, basically. And that's why it's good to have a little bit of like open-ended questions. Uh, you can have some closed-ended, some open-ended, because you can start it with an open-ended. I mean a closed-ended, and then take it to open-ended, and then you know that's how you get her talking. But how was your day though? Da 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 da. Oh, straight. This happened. That happened. And then you got to get good at okay, whatever she says, you take that, and then you what you call you can't just like you don't always got to respond, but you can't just let her say something and not say nothing. Like you see what I'm saying? So you just got to be just like I said. It's like experience. It's like after a while you get used to doing it. Like I can't even explain that shit. You are the guardrails though. Like she's the bowling ball or the car, and you're the guardrails. Like you're literally making sure this shit just keep a little bit of structure and guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even explain it, but I'm about to get out of here, man. Let me know if y'all like this video. See you on the next video, man. And many more OTP videos coming soon because that has to be mastered, in my opinion, for you to really consider yourself gamed up. I mean, if you master anything, text message, and phone call. I mean, FaceTime and video message, voice. Message, all that shit could come later, but you gotta be able to do the basics, text and get on the phone. Yeah, make it way easier. More women come link up with you if you could master those two things. So see you on the next video.